Let's see what that looks like. Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. Check the link down below because the first 1,000 grains will get a free trial of premium membership of Skillshare so you can explore your creativity. Hey grains, welcome to another debunking 5-minute craft hacks. For those of you who don't know 5-minute crafts, they make the most clickbaity thumbnails that are like,
I wonder if this is real.
And then by the end of the video, you're like,
wow, nothing in that video was related to the thumbnail.
And so my job is to watch these videos and find out what are they clickbaiting and do they actually do it and does it actually work? In the previous video, we tested out whether we can use eggs and resin together. If you're curious about that, I will leave the link down below. It was quite the emotional ride. However, this week I wanted to test out some food hacks by 5-minute crafts. More specifically, the video we're going to be looking at is called Cool Food Hacks and Funny Tricks. 27 foods you can waffle iron. I have a waffle iron and a burning curiosity to know what else can I put as a ridiculous item in there. Have I put dumb things in there? Absolutely. Do I want to know more dumb things? Heck yeah. And immediately what caught my attention is the thumbnail. We can see that they're putting Skittles in the waffle iron and the end result is a really adorable multicolored lollipop. So that is going to be our pièce de résistance, among many other experiments we're going to be making. Let me know in the comment section below, have you ever tried any 5-minute craft hacks? And if you have, how did it go and which one is it? But also, for those of you new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. I post twice a week. And when you do subscribe, you become part of the Salt Shaker family in which each of us is a grain of salt. Click on all notifications while you're there. Alright, so let's start watching to get an idea. Why are you using a lighter? Wow, that was quite the throw. Okay, there were just way too many things going on at the same time. I didn't even have a chance to comment on the first part. Let's just go back real quick. Generally speaking, similarly to Troom Troom, 5-minute crafts loves to have these stories going on before they, give you the hack. And our main character is starting by wanting to light a fire on her marshmallow with a lighter. Generally speaking, I think it's okay to do that if you have a stovetop with flames, but I'm not quite sure this is the smart thing to do. All right, now she gets frustrated, throws it into the waffle skillet, closes it up, and we get an absolute mess. What the heck is this? It doesn't look appealing. It doesn't even look like, it looks like a nightmare to clean up. So at least this is pretty much setting the tone for what we're about to see. So, oh, I am so excited now. This video is gonna be delicious in many ways. You know what? Let's give our characters names. So I think the main character is the same girl that we saw at the beginning of the video. So let's call her Alex. In this next scene, Alex is bringing pizza and all her friends are jerks. Okay. And I can see that Brad has 2 pieces, Chad also has 2 pieces, and Amanda has 2 pieces. Let's not even talk about what pink hair girl is doing. She looks like she is having just a little too much fun with the pizza. So at this point, everyone has 2 pieces! Whoa, Brad, why do you look surprised? Well, okay, why am I pausing at these moments? Pink hair girl is obviously having a moment. Brad looks so surprised. And Anthony just looks guilty.
Everyone else is doing it, why can't I?
And Brad, look at his eyes! He just went... Note to self, Alex, do not invite these people over again. So I'm guessing Alex is going to be making pizza. That is interesting. Okay, so we're going to be using dough, putting it in there, making a waffle, adding tomato paste, mozzarella cheese, and tomatoes. Really, the only thing we're doing at this point is just cooking the dough as a waffle. And all the toppings on top are just absolutely raw. They're not really closing it. This is slightly disappointing, but you know what? I am curious, so we're going to be trying this. Let's see what Alex thinks. Okay, Alex is sitting down, eating it. What the heck? No! No, Brad! No, get your own darn gosh darn nabbit pizza! You had 2 slices! Look at his little beady eyes. Get your hand out of the way! That's it, Alex, you tell him. You push that hand out of your way. All right, let's make a pizza. So here is my lovely waffle maker. It is just a normal waffle maker, nothing special about it. Not sponsored, not affiliated by this company. I'm gonna put it to a medium heat because we don't want things to burn either. So our first one is pizza dough. Now I technically could have made my own pizza dough, you know, and there's the whole adventure of it, but I'm sure you grains are probably better than I am when it comes to making pizza, and when it comes to baking, I'm not exactly good at following instructions. So we're gonna go with pre-made dough. That way none of you can say,
But Jackie, you're doing it wrong. It's supposed to be this way or that way.
stop. We're gonna do it this way. Store-bought. End of story. When we look at the video, it is obvious that they're not using any kind of oil, no butter, nothing. They're just laying that pizza dough straight onto the waffle maker. So we're gonna take a piece. Too small. Don't ask what that sound effect is. It just is. Yeah. Okay. I could use a rolling pin, but I think this way works just as fine.
I make pizza. I love pizza.
Let me know what are your favorite toppings. Many of you actually said pineapple last time. All right, so we don't want it too thin. Again, we don't want it to burn, so I think this thickness should be just about right. By the way, for those of you who do make pizza and are familiar with dough, how long does it take for dough to go bad? I bought flour this summer, and let's just say it had some nasty surprises in there. I didn't think it would go bad this quickly. All right, here we go, and it goes. And let's just wait for this light over here to turn green. That's a lot of sizzle, listen. Very sizzly. So our light turned green, and this is extremely poofy. Let's take a quick peek and see if it's cooked. That does not look good. It was really thin too. Holy carp. Let's wait a little longer. I'm raising the level to 4. Hopefully we'll get a more cooked type dough. All right, green again. Check. Oh no, that does not. I don't know. I really doubt the inside is gonna be cooked, but there's only one way to try. Let's put it one more level, level 5, and wait for it to cook. So at level 5, this is what it looks like. Now, when we look at their video, the actual pizza dough did not rise one bit. That is not typical of pizza dough because it does have to go up, and there is a little bit of shrinking going on. So this would be the typical look. But let's find out if the dough on the inside is actually cooked. So we gonna move, oh, that is, that's like cardboard. I'm also pretty convinced that the batter they used is most likely than not pancake batter. So this is extremely stiff. The inside does look cooked. And yes, it's definitely cooked on the inside. However, the biggest downside of this hack is that you can only have raw toppings. You can't even have your tomato sauce warm. You can't melt any cheese. You can't put onions unless you want them raw or cook them on the side. I think if you maybe put this and then sandwiched it with cheese, it would actually be pretty good. But as a pizza, that's really dry. I would say that this hack goes
in the trash.
Let's see what we're up to next. And Alex is having popcorn with Brad. Brad is gonna escalate. Brad! What the heck was that? Let's see that grabby hand thing again. Holy carp, he went in with both hands. If I had a friend like that, correction, I wouldn't have a friend like that. Talk about inconsiderate in every situation. Brad, again with the beady eyes. I feel like if this were a movie, Brad would definitely be the villain. At least people didn't notice he was the villain until the end. They're like, it was me the whole time. It's like, oh no, do tell. I guess it was you totally the whole time. Wow. I guess I'm pretty biased against Brad. So the premise of the story is Brad is eating all the popcorn, Alex has absolutely nothing left. And he's just so uninvolved in everything. It's almost like Brad lives on a completely different planet. So we're back to the, no, is this actually gonna work? Can we actually make popcorn in a waffle maker? This is interesting. This has got to be tested. They don't close it. Holy God, that's a lot of popcorn. And he's still going with 2 hands. I don't like selfish people. This is the epitome of selfishness. It's just still going in with 2 hands. Alex, you're just way too nice. Don't let them grabby hands grab your hard work. I don't like you, Brad. Not one bit. Eating with 2 hands. There was no oil, nothing used whatsoever. So let's give this one a try as well. All right, so we don't get a sense on the amount of heat that we need. All we know, oh, that is hot. Neither is there any kind of butter. So all we're gonna do is just place some of these kernels and hope that it actually pops. I am scared. I am really scared. There was no butter, nothing. Let's see what happens. I'm not quite sure what scenario we would use this instead of an actual skillet with butter, but let's see. Don't pop in my face. So it's been about 45 seconds. This is the waiting dance. You know what? Let's wait 3 minutes. Maybe if I move them around. Hey yo. Just to be sure. Yeah, they definitely did not close the cover, so. It's been 2 minutes. This one kind of burnt. I don't know if you grains can see it right here, but let's keep going. Oh, wow! Did you grains see that? So one of them popped, it flew right into my chest. Okay, let's keep a closer eye. So it has been 3 minutes. This is probably the most inefficient way to pop popcorn. Oh, but it does work. Holy carb. So it's been now 4 minutes. Let's do 1 more minute and see if anything else pops. Oh, how does it taste? Come here, you. Oh, that's hot. I'm gonna wait. Oh. Oh. I am genuinely surprised every time it pops. That was a little one. It does work, but very inefficiently, if I may add. Just for efficiency's sake, this hack is also
In the trash.
no. Alex wakes up late, and okay, so now I'm guessing we're going to end up making breakfast, but we only have bacon and 1 egg. I mean, this is not uncommon. I've actually put bacon and I've put eggs in the waffle maker, and it does work really well. You can even do that in an English toaster muffin Why can't I talk? This is not uncommon. You can definitely make eggs and bacon and toast in a waffle maker, and they do turn out pretty good. Now we have an absolutely ruined and smushed cake. Are we throwing it into the waffle maker now? Are we? No. Okay, biscuit dough. Biscuit dough. Is there such a thing as biscuit dough? Because all I know is cookie dough, but this is very look at this. This is extremely liquidy in comparison to cookie dough. So it feels like this is more colored pancake batter. And yeah, it just kind of looks like pancake batter. I know this is supposed to be a last-minute cake, but it kind of does look really cute. Whose birthday is it? It's Brad's birthday. It's that son of a biscuit's birthday. That's why we used biscuit dough, for a son of a biscuit. This cake is too good now. It's too good for Brad. I don't want him to no! Watch him go in with both hands, Brad. With your beady eyes and your grabby hands. I have goosebumps. I'm gross. Why did I gross myself out now? And now we have a donut scenario where they're just kind of left outside, and okay, Alex is having a hard time. Get it? A hard time because the donut is too hard. Shouldn't it have crumbled though? It does look yummy. But we're not gonna try that. We don't want to reheat things. I want to know what are the things that are ridiculous. Oh, speaking of ridiculous, I want to know what's ridiculous or absolutely absurd that we're going to be putting in the waffle maker. Cue this next scene. We can see that Alex is trying to eat, I'm guessing ramen or noodles, but they look like dry noodles, and she's dropping them in the waffle maker. I want to try this. No, there is no way. By the way, 5 Minute Crafts is very much so known for like speedy content, but let's just go back 2 seconds. There's no way noodles are just going to turn into this, right? I mean, it must have been mixed with eggs at some point, because otherwise just dry noodles. So my guess is that it's ramen, drained, and then put in there. So this is what it looks like, but again, no eggs, nothing else. It's almost like the noodles merged with each other and became super mushy and became a waffle noodle. Very malleable, and it looks edible. I definitely like to eat my noodles like a sandwich. Who needs a sandwich if you can have a noodle waffle? I want to try this. I do have ramen, so let's get doing. I have a dry noodle kit from Japan. So it kind of has that similar look to the one that Alex is using. So I'm gonna just go and make it. Now let's taste it before we shove it into the waffle maker. Pretty decent. All right, so let's go ahead and put a nice amount. Oh, that is sizzle. It wasn't even put that flat. It was just kind of spread like so. What am I even doing? You know what? Let's just trust the process. I will put it at medium and off you go. All right, so our light is green. What the heck? That does not look anything like the actual waffle noodle that she made. I mean, let's look at it again. I am convinced that they either put it in a blender with eggs or something, because this, look how hard it's become. So, I mean, it's obviously burnt in some sections, but it hasn't turned mushy or floury doughy like in the picture. So,
It's a nothing.
All right, let's bring you on the plate. And I'm going to have to say that this food hack definitely goes
In the trash.
but my parents taught me not to throw food, so I'm gonna try it anyways. You know what? It's actually pretty yummy. I really like it, but it doesn't look like the way that they had it to eat it like a waffle. You can hold it. The hack is trash. The flavor is actually really good. I do recommend you try it. I love that Alex is a huge member of society, has hobbies, has a social life, goes to work, but they're having Cheetos. And that Cheetos is going just like that. Cheetos straight into the waffle maker. There's nothing else. That's it. Jalapeno, but again, the moisture from that shouldn't really make a difference. We have cheese. Interesting. No, come on. Will it actually adhere? Will it make them I am not putting mustard. And again, we're eating it like a waffle. I thought it would turn into a kind of nacho thing, but it really is just bite-sized everything. All right, let's make us some Cheetos. Hello, flavor. I haven't had Cheetos in a long time. Is it me or is it dull? Hello, flavor. This tastes salty, which I can do perfectly fine on myself. Now, I still have my doubts that it's going to turn out exactly the way that it ended up for Alex, because it really is waffle form and it's super melty. And because I don't like waste, I'm not gonna put too much, just enough to see whether it's actually going to melt. There we go. And of course, let's not forget some cheese. Oh, sizzle. And off you go. Oh, that was crunchy. I did not like the sound of that. Do I squeeze it down? Let's look at the video real quick. The Cheetos themselves don't look squished. They just look like they're the actual pieces. But again, I'm going to say that they probably mixed the Cheetos in maybe with some egg or batter or something like that, because I have my doubts. Oh, it's already green. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, gross. It even burnt. And this is exactly what I thought it would look like. I didn't think it would be pancakey or waffly either. Yeah, this one goes straight
In the trash.
I'm not even gonna try it because it doesn't look appealing at all. Look at that, it's burnt. And when we look at the video, not a single bit of it is burnt. My guess is because the actual plate is removable from the waffle, is that they keep exchanging it for another project. So that's gonna be my guess. And I'm just gonna get rid of this. Look at that, it's just burnt and gross. In this scenario, we go straight to a waffle maker and we're putting eggs. Again, I said I've already done this, nothing weird. Now it's an egg with holes. Interesting. And is it me or does that egg look extremely stiff? Like if you bite into it, you know you might lose a filling or even crack your teeth. That is really stiff. Let's look at it again. Okay, no, it's not as stiff as I thought it would be. Look, it goes flat. Okay. Ketchup! I love ketchup, don't get me wrong. Ketchup is my favorite condiment, but I just don't know if I want that much ketchup, like 6 dollops of ketchup per bite. I feel like Sika would probably be okay with putting mayo in every single little square. I mean, it could be delicious, don't get me wrong. It does look pretty though. Brad. Brad is an Uber driver. I'm not sure I trust Brad. Let's get on with the story. So Brad is delivering something to Alex, and my guess is that it's going to be probably fully eaten or something's going to be messed up. Of course, a broken burger. We shouldn't have any expectations from Brad at this point. Okay, so we're putting the onions. So we're basically making an entirely new burger. I would give him a 0 star if it's possible, and I would write as a comment, Brad sucks. Did not bring my burger in one piece, probably licked it also on the way. Would not recommend. I would tip him 0. Nothing for Brad. Brad's a jerk. Again, I'm not interested in these kinds of hacks. Are you going to eat it though, Alex? Yes. Okay, but Alex, are you eating? Okay, let's take a look at how Alex is eating. So here's the first bite. And there's nothing in that bite. Let's see the mouth open. Probably like 1 grain. There you go, 1 grain of bread. But that's it. I don't see any piece of meat. Or at least if you ate a piece of meat, there would be more chewing going on. And then with that bite, Alex just pulled out a pepper. Is that burger that gross? Oh no, just another pepper again. And they're like, no, I don't want it. But we're not gonna cook meat in there because I've already made weird things. These are just, I just want the weirder things. Speaking of weirder things, here's a scenario where we have Brad and Alex again. What did you not learn? This guy is selfish. This guy doesn't want anything to do with friendships. So what are you doing now? Don't tell me they're in a relationship. Obviously he's ignoring her. That smug face and that shirt that looks like a melted cheese right on. I'm just being mean at this point. What are we gonna do? What's the solution to getting his attention? Are we making him a sandwich with a heart? No! He doesn't deserve it. Eggs in the other one? With shrimp? Okay. And veggies? And no seasoning, like no salt, no onion powder, nothing. You know what? This would be my type of revenge. Make food that has no seasoning so that the other person can just leave. Oh, and now he wants attention. Look at his face. Oh, wow. Right. See, like he says, oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, wow. That got your attention. Food got your attention. But the fact that Alex wanted to hang out with you, you son of a biscuit. I don't like him. Why did I make this guy my enemy? Today's video is brought to you by Bashing Brad. When you don't know who to bash, you bring over a Brad. Sometimes this Brad can be selfish, a glutton, clumsy, and just downright a jerk. What do we do to Brads? We get them off screen. Bye-bye, Brad. What's really interesting about this video is you're going to see now we stop getting people trying these things. We have a lemon and, okay, hang on. I just saw the lemon, but then I realized what the lemon's going on. We have a slice of watermelon in a waffle maker. In what universe is that waffle maker going to close? I mean, it just... This. So I have no idea how this is going to end up closing, but what did they put? Lemon juice. Italian herbs, and then they closed it, and then they reopened it. What? Okay, I would love nothing more than to try this, but watermelon is not in season right now, so it's nowhere to be found, unless you really want some gross ones. So in that case, I wouldn't know if it's the recipe that's gross, or the actual watermelon itself. But for those of you who do season your watermelon, let me know what it's like, because as you can see, they take it out, and we go to the next scene. Nobody's eating this! I'm so frustrated, you got me doing this! Look, you got me doing this. What you got for us? A hot dog and a paper clip. Do we not have knives anymore? Is it really what it? Huh? I think the paper clip was just there to flex on us. Like, look, I can cut a hot dog with a paper clip. I don't know if I have paper clips, but I'm very tempted to try it. You know what that means? Wiener time. There we go. Now, forgive me, Mariah Elizabeth, because the only paper clip I could find is this one. Let's just get onto it and let's not dwell on what I'm gonna do. Okay, so they started at one end and just moved across. Okay, so they basically started here all the way. Wow! Okay, interesting. You can skin a hot dog with a paper clip. I don't see why you would want to, but yeah, sure, you could do it. That is so weird. Oddly satisfying. I don't like this, but it is oddly satisfying. Yeah, you can do it. I'm gonna throw this to the raccoons. I really think that's something we could have just done normally. But I'm gonna stop this part here because I think they're just gonna probably end up making an omelet. Let's fast forward through. Yeah, okay, it's an omelet. We don't need more information on that. But that flex though. Why did they need to use a paper? The rest of this video we're gonna be doing this. Huh? What did you do? Did you smash that like button? Because if you didn't, this is gonna keep happening. All right, now we're gonna go with oil. I think this is one of the first times they put oil. Mashed potatoes! Oh, that sounds delicious. That looks really creamy, and I love the fact that they have herbs in there. It looks very buttery. We're gonna try this, because I love mashed potatoes. I'm curious, and cheese, and bacon, and more mashed potatoes. So it's kind of like a mashed potato sandwich. What does it look like? That looks pretty good. The outside is crispy, and the inside is mushy. That would be, look, I'm salivating. I really want that. We're gonna try that one. Is anyone gonna eat it? No. All right, so let's make us some mashed potato waffles. And I made a delicious mashed potatoes with chives, butter, cream, and I have no idea if theirs has eggs, but let's just do it. And here we go with our little oil, a layer of potato, cheese, and another layer of potato. You know what? I'm just gonna go in manually. Off we go. While this is cooking, the actual finished product does look really yellow. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they definitely used egg because let's see, ours. Okay, yeah, it definitely needs eggs because, oh no, still mushy. Can this come out? Come on, gentle, gentle. It's been in there for 5 minutes. Gentle, gentle. Not happy about this. Here's what it looks like. I think that's their biggest issue, is they don't give any instructions whatsoever. If they gave us a little bit of guidance, maybe some of the things that they do actually would work. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna taste fine because I liked it even before. So, it's the same thing I made, but if you want to try this, definitely put an egg because Their instructions are absolute poop. So despite the fact that it didn't work for me, knowingly if I had put an egg, it would have worked. So I'm going to say that this hack is not trash. So it's not debunked because they just don't give us instructions and the yellowness of it tells me it's eggy. So I'm just gonna call it disappointing at best. The next thing that we have now also uses oil, so this is exciting. Corn dough. Okay, I know what corn dough is. I have that. Hot dogs? Are we making pogos? For those of you who don't know, this is what a pogo is. Okay, it seems like we are. Pogo waffles. I have all of this material. I don't know if I have a stick though. We need to try this because if this works, that would be the... Hang on, no puff pastry right now. Hang on. Because if this genuinely works, that would be one of the easiest ways to actually make a homemade pogo. Here we have our super mega thick batter. And I don't have these long sticks, so I poke toothpicks right at the end of half hot dogs, just so that they can be a little more slim. And for those of you who want to say,
but Jackie, it's way too thick, that's why it didn't close.
Stop! We've prepared, okay? Okay. And did they put oil? Yes. Let's slather that thing. Here goes my oil, and this time I'm gonna put it a little bit of everywhere so we don't get any kind of stickiness. I might not even make a whole two. Let's just focus on one. Put you here, nice and thick. Look at you, holy carp. Our little hot dog, and another smothering right on top. This feels wrong. I feel like this is going to just get much thicker. Can we just do this? I feel like this is just gonna be way too much dough. Let's just see where this goes. We're on this adventure together. And closing time. Let's wait and see. All right, so it looks just about done, and yeah, it looks waffly. We don't want it to be too hard. So let's see if the hot dog on the inside actually did cook a little bit, because the tricky part is going to get the outside cooked and not too leathery, and the inside not raw. The hot dog is actually really hot. All right, let's take a bite. I know it's way too thick, but the dough is definitely cooked and the hot dog is also pretty cooked. That is really hot. Bottoms up. I would technically cook the hot dog more, so maybe a lower setting would work. I would say that this hack is definitely a good one. Just don't do as much dough as I did. But yeah, I would eat this, especially with ketchup. It works. Now we're on to the last element of this video, which is the pièce de résistance. The crème de la crème. The centerpiece. We don't have a storyline for this. They go straight into dropping Skittles, as you can see here, into the waffle maker. That's the only thing we know. Cute. They're putting popsicle sticks, and now it looks like a hardened piece of cheese. It doesn't look anything like the thumbnail. Let's look at the thumbnail again. Yeah, that's cute. Looks like an actual lollipop. This just looks like cheese. Don't get me wrong. I love cheese. Cheese definitely looks smexy, but that's not the expectation they put out there. All right, so let's see it being eaten. Oh wait, that is a sandwich. What happened to my Skittles lollipop? Ain't nobody wanna try Alex? No? Okay, you know what? It's up to us now. Let's make us some Skittle lollipops in the waffle maker. For the Skittles, I'm going to do the exact same thing, but this time I'm curious, is it actually going to ruin my waffle maker? Is it going to stick everywhere? Because they really don't put any oil whatsoever. Again, the Skittles are directly on the griddle. I think it's called a griddle. And let's have fun with the colors. Let's do multicolor. So we're just going to focus on this little triangle in the same way that they did their piece. We're just gonna that is very surface level. Don't know how I feel about this. They covered every bit, so we're just gonna go, with that. I am so nervous. We're obviously going to be missing colors, so I'll just put an assortment of colors at the bottom. Is that even a waffle maker? Yeah, but theirs are like little pyramids. Look at that. Mine are squares. Oh boy, it's sizzling already. I covered every inch. And then down here, we're just gonna put an assortment of random colors. Oh my god, that is sizzling, that is sizzling. Now we're going to put our little stick and we're gonna close it. That's how they did it. They didn't put an extra layer when they put the popsicle stick. They just closed it as it is on top. All right, cover down and we wait. I don't know why I do the things I do. For science. From what I can tell is that after it's done melting, again, this is my speculation because it looks hardened. So we're going to leave it aside, let it get cold, and then remove the top. So I think now is the time to unplug. Now let's wait. Oh, that's a lot of smoke. Not my camera, not my camera. Let's just take a quick peek in there. Oh my god, oh wow, they sit on a throne of lies. I'm just curious, let's see. Oh my god. Oh no. What the heck? Oh no, I really hope it didn't ruin my waffle maker. No. So I'm going to say that this hack is absolutely debunked. Absolute garbage, false, lies, breaking heart type of debunking. I knew it would melt. I didn't think it would start spreading everywhere. Again, I'm thinking they're using colored dough and maybe sprinkling a couple of Skittles there. 5-minute crafts, you're full of salt. Let me know which one of these food waffle making hacks was your favorite and if there's any of them that you're going to try. My favorite is the one that appears on screen right now. As mentioned at the beginning of today's video, we are sponsored by Skillshare. They are absolutely huge supporters of this channel for the longest time ever, so I can't thank them enough. And I know that many of you brains love exploring Skillshare, but for those of you who don't know, let me tell you about them. Skillshare is an online learning community of thousands and thousands of creative people like you and I, where we get to explore our creativity and curiosity. So it's perfect for those of us who want to learn a new skill or deepen an existing passion. They have so many different topics that range from art, photography, and yes, even self-care. One of the classes I am absolutely obsessed with at this time is Strategic Design, the Art and Science of Branding by Sue Matthews and Michael DeSopo. I love everything to do with branding. It's just such a fun way to include your personality into what you love doing. So this tickles my fancy. And Skillshare is curated specifically for learning, which means no ads. And they're also launching premium classes very often, such as my friend Jazz's class, and with an annual subscription of less than $10 a month, this is a membership with meaning. So no matter what 2021 brings, with Skillshare, you're also part of a community. So while you're learning a skill, you can also have discussions about the projects. That way fellow creatives will help encourage, communicate, and inspire. And one of the new features that Skillshare has are live classes, where you can experience real-time interaction and learning. So what are you waiting for? Check the link down below because the first 1,000 grains will get a free trial of premium membership to explore your creativity. Thank you Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch, Nerdy Crafter. The link will be down below. I do stream gaming, so if you're into gaming, check that out. And if you want to watch the previous hack video, check up here. And if you want to watch a video that is a review for crafts, make sure you check down here. Until then, I will see you grains in the next video.